Hi guys, it's SugarPlumSimss here and welcome back to another video. Today we are making a penthouse in The Sims 4 and I built this quite a while ago actually. I think I built it back in December at some point. No, not December. January I think. So I built this a while ago and I actually really like it as a penthouse, but I just haven't really gotten around to uploading it or recording the voiceover for it, and not a huge reason for that, to be honest. Although you will notice about halfway through the speed build that there's like a little black bar across the video, which is kind of annoying, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it because I can't like re-record the video obviously. And this is a industrial penthouse, so I did build it with the exterior having like more of an industrial theme at the time, but the interior is more sort of modern, I guess, and it's not incredibly industrial, I don't think. And I also don't know what I'm going to call this penthouse yet, whether it will just stick, whether I will just stick with an industrial penthouse or give it a brand new name. I have no idea yet. Also, sorry about the lack of uploads recently. I haven't really felt in the mood to record voiceovers, and I've actually tried to record the voiceover for this speed build. Like, this is the 4th time I'm recording it, and it's on a different time to a different day to the other 3 times I tried to record it, and I don't know, I really wasn't feeling like what I was saying was kind of making sense, and I don't know, the voiceover was a bit all over the place, so I decided to just kind of step back from it and maybe try again another day. So it's been a couple days later and now I'm trying to record the voiceover again, so hopefully it's all good now. And also my video files in the editing thing keep like getting corrupted, which is really annoying, but I keep having to fix it, so hopefully it's not too bad and I managed to upload this. So this penthouse has 4 bedrooms and I'm not sure how many bathrooms. I think all the bedrooms have en suites, although maybe it's only like 3 or 4 bathrooms. I can't remember. But I do really like how I furnished this penthouse. I used quite a lot of the new items at the time and I was really excited about all the new items, and since I built this quite a while ago, I don't know really whether any of my building techniques have improved in like the last 3 months or so, so you might see a few things that are a bit different than what I would usually do, but hopefully it's not too different. And the penthouse is also kind of based off of the bottom apartment block, sort of like it matches the apartment block below it a little better, and I think that looks quite cool, and I think it works a lot better than just sort of doing 2 random like a random penthouse on top of this apartment block. And this this penthouse is also in the art district, which is probably one of my favourite districts. I think I just really like the apartment blocks in it, and I think this is one of my favourite like penthouse lots on in San Myshuno, so yeah, I was quite pleased with that. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I do in the like how I build this and everything, because it has been quite a long time since I built it, so I'm not entirely sure about everything I've done in the penthouse, but I will try and narrate for it as best as I can. And also I wanted to quickly say thank you for over 150 subscribers. You are all amazing, and I'm pretty sure we are at about 164 subscribers I think now, which is like so close to 100 subscribers. What is that, like I'm terrible at maths, 34 subscribers away? I think that's right, I don't know. But thank you so much everyone who has subscribed recently, and also welcome to the subscriber family. I don't know what to call it really. I don't have like a name for you all, and I don't know, I guess I just call you Simmers or something. I don't know, if you have any suggestions, like, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. So I'm just figuring out the floor plan, and I'm pretty sure when I was building it, the floor plan came together quite easily, and the living room ends up being quite open plan. I think as I'm doing the floor plan, it kind of looks like it's a bit more enclosed, and then I open up a few wall areas, and it all is quite open plan in the end. And just also sorting out the bedrooms. So there's like I think 2 children bedrooms. There's like one for there's like a twin, more like girly bedroom, and then there's a sort of more general type bedroom, doesn't really have a gender specific type colours or anything, which is a really nice bedroom. And then there's a guest bedroom and the master bedroom. So I had a lot of fun furnishing these, and I think my favourite is it's either the guest bedroom or the, like, not the twin bedroom but the other single bedroom, which I quite like. And the outside, like this, the back part, which we were kind of just working on then with like the big area of grass, that is, I don't really furnish that a lot. I think I add a basketball court and like a little seating area, and then in that like enclosed balcony part down on the first floor, that is where there's like a little dining room eating area, and also a chess table, which is nice for like families and stuff. And actually the screenshots turn out really nice. I had to retake them because the black bar was across the screenshots as well, and when I retook them I remembered how much I like this penthouse, and the lighting also makes it look really cool. I mean, I wish I could have my lighting on very high, I think it is. I don't think they have like I don't think it's just high. I think you can have like very high lighting, which I really wish I could have, but I'm just on like medium lighting settings, I think. And I really wish I could have the high light settings and like the better graphics settings, but I don't think my tablet thing can handle that, because I'm working on a Surface Pro, which is a lot better than my old laptop, which couldn't really handle The Sims very well, but it still can't really handle the Sims to sort of a standard I would really like, which is why I think eventually I'd like to save up to buy a gaming laptop or build my own gaming PC, which would be really cool. And I mean, it probably won't be for a while yet, because being completely honest, I'm kind of broke right now, so yeah, I need to start saving up, but I don't have a job, so that's probably going to be a bit difficult, and I don't think that I have much money saved up so far. So this is just the kitchen area, and it's kind of like stainless steel grey, quite modern, and I think it turns out quite nice, and it's a bit more simplistic, and I didn't really clutter it up too much, but I do think it turns out quite nice in the end. Oh, and I also have a collab coming up. I don't know when it's actually going to come up, because I'm still waiting for the person I'm doing a collab with to finish their build, but it should be quite a nice collab actually, and I am pretty excited for everyone to see it. And I think though that I have to upload it in 2 parts, because it's quite a long video. I did try to edit out a few things, but it's still pretty long, so hopefully you don't mind too much, but it should all be good. And I really like the build, and I think it's going to be a cool collab. Anyway, enough about that. We are on to the living room now, and I use this yellow rug, which I absolutely love actually. This is one of my favourite rugs in the game now, and I'd really like to get backyard stuff because of the rugs in it, because I think they have quite a few nice rugs in the pack, which would be really nice to have, but In the meantime, I'm just working with what I have, and this rug seemed to fit the style of the build quite nicely since it's all quite modern, and I think I really like the new windows that came with the pack, although I wish that some of them didn't have a blue tint on the outside. I wish we had an option to kind of have a window without that. And also I'm talking about this pack as if it's like only just come out, which it hasn't. It's been out for a few months now, so I should probably stop talking about it like that, but I think that it's kind of fitting since this is my first penthouse to kind of talk about a little bit about how I like the pack and stuff. And sorry about that, my voice went a little bit weird. And also now you can notice there's a little bit of a black bar on the bottom, but hopefully it's not too noticeable, and you can adjust to it quite nicely. And this is the dining room, which is quite nice as well, and I use this table and this chair set, and I love this table. This is a really nice table. I especially love the strip of glass in the center, which I think is a really cool touch to the table. And I also use this bookshelf thing, which I've used a lot recently, and I really like it. And putting a few items in the section things, I don't know what they're called, but I didn't really realize you could do this with many of the bookshelves until recently, and I have been doing it quite a lot because I think it looks really cool and it adds a bit more detail with clutter and stuff. And then just adding a few more curtains, and that's pretty much the dining room. And I didn't really do much else to it, but I do really like how it looks in the end. And I can't really remember a lot, to be honest. As I said, I built this this penthouse quite a while ago. And sorry if I seemed a little bit distracted in the last sentence. I was briefly interrupted by my sister, who's going out, I think, and she was running up and down the stairs, which is great and much appreciated by me when I'm trying to record a voiceover. I'm just joking, I don't really mind. I didn't actually tell anybody I was recording anyway, so I expected the interruptions, and hopefully they don't happen too much now because my dad's taking her to the train station, and I did shout to her to say bye, but I mean she ignored me, so yeah, thanks a lot. Anyway, so in the living room I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to put in there apart from the sofa and the television and all that. I also put a console though because I love playing console games. Well, I haven't played a console game in ages because it's packed away somewhere. I don't know where it is, but yeah, I do like playing console games. Wow, my stomach is making really weird noises, if you can hear that. I'm not sure why. I'm definitely not hungry. I mean, well, I'm always hungry, but I'm not actually hungry, so I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, so I was saying about how I didn't know what to put in the living room, but I did put a foosball table or football table, whatever you would call it where you live, which I thought was a good use of space, and then a few more areas to sit in. And we're just doing the outside now. I'm a little bit delayed here because it's going a bit too quickly, but I did do lots of colourful flowers around the exterior of the build, which I thought looked really pretty, and I just love using these really colourful flowers, especially the ones from Romantic Garden Stuff Pack. I just think that they're so pretty. To be honest, when I first got Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, I didn't really use the flowers that often, but recently I've just been using them so much, and I mean, when I'm using them, at the time of using them in this build, I hadn't been using them very much, but recently, like in the present day recently, I have been using them a lot and I've been loving them. So I should probably cut back on the flowers though, because I feel like I use way too many now that I've learned to love them and all that. But yeah, so this is the area I was talking about quite a while ago with the basketball court and the seating area, and this is the part with the outdoor seating area for eating, and then the chess table. And this is like one of the screenshots. That's my favorite screenshot because of the lighting, and it looks really cool in the screenshots. So yeah, hopefully you appreciate those when we come up to the screenshots, which I don't know when it is because, to be honest, I don't know how far we are into the video because this is like the third section of the narration, the commentary, which means that I can't actually see how long the video is, which means that I don't know how long I have to talk for yet, but I know that we still have quite a long way to go, so yeah, let's continue talking. And I am trying to stop myself from talking so quickly so that I don't run out of breath too quickly, because I know that this video is just under half an hour long. Just under half an hour long. Does that make sense? I should have probably said just under 30 minutes long. I don't know. I'm kind of a grammar police, which is probably quite annoying because I know that no one really likes the grammar police when they're trying to talk and then this person's just like telling them off for using the incorrect vocabulary and all that. But to be honest, half the time I'm probably using the wrong words for the meaning that I'm not sure what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's annoying. Just like when I'm saying a word and I don't exactly know the meaning, but I'm still using the word anyway. That annoys me, but I do it anyway. Although it doesn't really annoy me. It just, like, obviously if you're saying a word that doesn't really make sense, then it's harder to kind of grasp what this person is trying to say. But yeah, so I am a bit of a grammar police, and also sometimes when I've Skyped my little sister in the past and she's like talking to me, and instead of having an actual conversation I just keep telling her off for using the wrong grammar and like not using full stops and capital letters and stuff. Yeah, I'm annoying like that. Anyway, so this is a little outdoor area with a fireplace, which I actually really like. It's one of my favourite areas of the build, and I think it looks really nice in the end. And as I'm like talking about the things that I'm actually building, they just like zoom right past, and then you completely miss them, which is great because, you know, everyone loves that. But anyway, so I'm running out of breath a bit because I feel like I've been talking for a while, but even though I took like a mini break in between being interrupted so that I could catch my breath. Oh, and also I really like using those yoga mats because sometimes you can make them look like beach towels or just swimming towels, which I think looks really cool. And I mean, obviously if you're just using them as yoga mats, then that's also really cool, but I often use them as just like swimming towels, which I think makes it look quite nice. And oh, actually, I wanted to talk about something because recently they fixed the glitch where the curtains and the cabinets, well, I can't remember if it was the cabinets as well, but I know that they fixed some of the lighting glitches so that after you place down a curtain it no longer goes blue, or like when it's a white curtain it no longer goes blue. And I think they also fixed it with the cabinets, which is really nice, and I know that a lot of builders are going to be really appreciative of that. So yeah, I'm really thankful that they finally fixed it, but they haven't fixed the custom content glitch yet, where you upload a build and it says the build has custom content even though it doesn't. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I guess you can't have everything, and I'm sure they will be putting up a bug fix in the next month or so, so hopefully they should fix that. And also there was like a tweet, I think yesterday, of the Sims community. I think they put like the next expansion pack was going to be seasons, but that was on April Fool's and it was only the Sims community who put anything about that, so I'm thinking that maybe it was April Fool's. I'm not sure, but if it isn't, then I would be excited because it looked pretty legit, but at the same time it might have been April Fool's. I mean, it's kind of mean of them if it was, because I know a lot of simmers really want seasons, and I kind of really want seasons. I'm kind of like more leaning towards pets first and then seasons, but if they brought out seasons next, I would be quite happy with that. So yeah, hopefully that is a thing soon. And also you'll see I'm doing this weird thing with the mirror that doesn't really work, and I think I delete it in the end anyway, so yeah, I'm just like moving up the mirror so that it looks like it's sitting up on top of the dressing table, but it really doesn't look that great, and I think I delete it. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I do. So this is the master bedroom in case you haven't already worked it out, and I use this 4-poster bed, which I really love. And I do wish we had a couple more swatches for the bed, but I do think that the swatches we have got are really nice. It just sometimes makes it a bit hard to work with, to make the bed work with other items in the game, and I find that a little bit difficult, but I mean, I still think it's a really nice bed, so I'm quite happy with it. And I also really love the bathroom that's attached to this bedroom. Although it's not, it's quite fancy, and I don't know whether it completely matches sort of how the bedroom looks, but I do think that it works really nicely, and I use this black and gold swatch of these new, well not new, but these bathroom items from City Living, which I thought looked quite fancy and nice. Okay, and I also just checked, and I think I have 6 or 7 minutes left to talk, which shouldn't be too difficult to do because, yeah, I mean, I have been talking for like 20 minutes, but not 20 minutes straight because I have taken a couple quick breaks, like A, to keep my machine like cool so that the fan isn't too loud, and B, because I was interrupted one time, so hopefully I can talk for this long, but I mean, sometimes I just talk long enough for there to be at least like 1 or 2 songs at the end of a build, so like leaving either 3 or 4 minutes or 6 or 7 depending on how long the song is. Oh yeah, that's another thing actually. I was wondering whether you guys preferred it when I had music in the background of my voiceovers, so when I'm talking in a voiceover, do you prefer there to be music in the background, or whether you just prefer the music at the end of the build? I don't know, just let me know, because I mean, it does take a little bit of time to add music into a build, but it's not really that long, so I mean, if you do like my voiceovers to have music in them, then I really don't mind adding that in, and sometimes I do it anyway if I find that my voiceover is a little more boring to listen to. I mean, if my voiceover really sounds that boring, I will just re-record it, but sometimes my voiceover is just kind of meh, you know, like not brilliant but not really boring, then I won't put music, or sometimes I will, depending on whether I feel it or not. So just let me know, and hopefully you've enjoyed the build and also the voiceover, because I have kind of been like talking about the build and also talking about other stuff, kind of 50-50, you know, and I do this sometimes just to make sure that I'm not being too boring, because sometimes I find that when someone is just talking about like the build itself, it can be boring unless you have like interesting commentary about the build, but sometimes if it's just like there's a chair and, you know, I'm putting down a toilet now and oh look, there's a rug, you know, that can be a little bit boring, but hopefully you don't mind it when I talk about stuff other than the build. And I also thought it would be a little more awkward to talk in this voiceover, since I haven't done a voiceover in a couple of weeks now, which is a very long time, and it's kind of been what I did, like a weird bibin, you know, but it's kind of been sort of like a mini break for me, because I am on a half term, and I thought when I would go on half term I'd be like video every day, you know, but then I went into this kind of thing where I wasn't really feeling the voiceovers, and I didn't really want to talk in a voiceover, and then I kind of just sort of procrastinated. So yeah, I have like come back now, and hopefully I should be doing a lot of videos more frequently and all that, and Hopefully we can reach 200 subscribers soon, which would be incredible, and I'm really hoping to reach that quite soon. I don't know how long it will take us, because at the rate we usually gain subscribers, I'm thinking we could probably earn it by the end of this month, or maybe by the end of next month, or mid next month or something. I don't know. It shouldn't take us too long though, because you guys are all amazing and we seem to grow quite quickly on this channel, but then again on YouTube it can kind of be a little bit unpredictable with how quickly you grow, and sometimes you can grow really quickly and other times it's kind of just a phase on YouTube where you're just like not really growing at all, and it really depends. So hopefully we can grow quickly, which is all I'm trying to say. Anyway, I should probably leave off the voiceover here. I mean, we are just working on this twin bedroom, which is kind of a style that I do in a lot of my builds. Well, not this style necessarily, but I usually do like a more feminine or girly bedroom, and I also really like doing twin bedrooms, so yeah, hopefully you like that as well. And I will put this up on the gallery before while you're watching this, so that you can download it if you'd like, and if I remember I will also put a link to it to download on the gallery. And yeah, that's probably going to be it for me, so I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this a big thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
I need an angel to save me from myself, holding my savior, keep my heart upon the shelf. Do you remember the things we said, the things we felt, calling forever, forever. Sky.